Well, Mom, somebody wanted you to talk a little bit about that fire at the house.
Yes, well, that was the spring of 1932. Deanie and I were both in college down in Greensboro at the Women's College of the University of North Carolina, though it wasn't called that at the time. But Papa came home one day for lunch, and John was there. He probably I think, had stayed home from school. He sometimes was sick and couldn't go. And right about noon, a fire started in the corner of the dining room. And I think they thought later it was from some worn out wiring in the attic or something
Oh.
that started it. Anyway, it burned pretty fast, and Mama got Kat's trunk out because she had a trunk where her trousseau was.
Oh.
She and Smathers were planning to get married, and she had been gathering stuff for that.
What kind of stuff? Clothes or
Oh, I think
linens or?
well, she made a lot of gowns and underclothes, and I don't know just what it was. Maybe pillows, feather pillows, and
Uh-huh.
bedclothes or something. I don't know, but she just always told Mama that if any fire ever started, to get her trunk out. So Mama made sure that Kat's trunk got out. Then she went across the street and sat on a neighbor's porch and watched the house burn down.
Well, how did somebody call the fire?
Yeah, the fire department came. We had a cute little fire engine in Dallas, and just volunteer firemen, I think, and not much water. So, but they must have had at least a tank of water on this little truck or something, because after the fire, somebody saw our mattresses spread out on the courthouse fence, or the fence around the courthouse square,
Oh.
to dry. So they must have had some water, but most things burned.
Oh.
And Papa went to the closets and lifted the rods off with the hangers and the clothes, and went to a window and pushed them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we had got most of the clothes out, but not much else.
So, was that house at the same place where the brick house was?
Yes. So Denny and I went home probably that same weekend. I'm not sure about that. But one of the things that always reminded us of the fire was that we found a big cookbook put out by the Congressional Wives League or something in Washington that Aunt Bess had sent Mama, and we had used it so much and liked so many of the recipes that Deanie and I found it in the ashes, partially burned, but we brushed it off and kept it, and for years after that we used that partially burned cookbook. So
whatever happened to it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You mean you had to finally throw something away?
Sure. Well,
and then when was the brick house
well,
built?
that was that was in the spring. And then that summer we lived in a big house downtown that Mama's family owned. It was a 2-story, just wooden house. But we had a pretty good time living over there. It was good and big, and we sort of had fun.
Yeah.
And then we moved in the new brick house about Thanksgiving time.
Oh,
So, and
So-
some of the bricklayer didn't want anybody to help him because he liked to lay brick just like he wanted, and we had different local people doing things on it, so it maybe took longer than it had to, but
well, it doesn't sound very long from spring till Thanksgiving for a
yeah,
brick house.
yeah.
So do you remember if you had Thanksgiving dinner all together in the brick house?
Oh, we probably did. Now, Thanksgiving, I didn't go to college the next year. I stayed home 2 years because it was in the middle of the Depression and funds weren't available.
Well, I want to talk to you another day about the Depression and some of the things you went through. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll save that for another time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Mhm.